The people making their first $1,000 with AI aren't doing what you think. They're not coding and they're not tech geniuses. They're mechanics, writers, and marketers who found a simple, repeatable system. If you've been watching AI videos but still feel stuck on where to actually start, this video is for you. I'm going to show you 5 real methods to build your first AI-powered income stream, starting from zero. No hype, no confusing tech talk, just a clear, step-by-step plan I wish I had when I started. Let's get into the first method, which is the fastest way to your first dollar. Method 1. AI-powered freelancing. This isn't about learning to code, it's about becoming a master of the new tools. Think AI-driven content creation, building simple chatbots for local businesses, or running marketing campaigns for companies who are still behind the curve. You can find these jobs right now on platforms like Upwork and Fiverr. The demand is exploding because businesses need this help. In fact, 81% of marketers are already using AI tools. They just need people who know how to use them effectively. Here's the key you need to understand. You don't need to be a developer, you just need to be better at giving AI instructions than your client is. And right now, for most businesses, that is a very low bar to clear. If you've spent a few hours learning how to get great results from an AI tool, you already have a skill that companies will pay for. But here's the reality check. For traditional freelancers, this is a threat. Since 2022, freelancers in fields most exposed to AI have seen their contracts drop. The old way of just writing articles or designing logos is getting automated. This isn't a dead end, it's a pivot point. Your first client doesn't care if you have 10 years of experience. They care if you can solve their problem today. And with these tools, you can. But doing the work yourself only gets you so far. The next method is where you start building systems that work for you, even when you're not. Method 2. The AI Automation Agency. This is the next level up. Instead of just doing the work yourself, you build automated systems for other companies. Think about a local real estate agency. They're busy. They probably miss follow-up calls with new leads. That's a bottleneck. That's a place you can help. You can use no-code AI platforms to build a system that automatically texts new leads, answers their basic questions, and even schedules a call with an agent. You solve a huge pain point for them, and you can charge a monthly retainer for it. You're not a coder, you're a problem solver who uses AI as your tool. Let's make this real. Here's the 3-step playbook to build this for a local gym. Step 1. The stack. You don't need to code. You just need to connect a few simple tools. We'll use a tool called Zapier, which is like the digital glue that connects all your apps. Then we'll connect it to OpenAI for the AI part. This sounds complicated, but it's not. An API is just a way for 2 apps to talk to each other. You're basically giving Zapier a key to use ChatGPT's brain for a specific task. The cost for these tools to start? Less than $50 a month. Step 2. The build. We're going to build a simple lead nurturing bot. Inside Zapier, you'll create a workflow. The trigger is new lead from a web form. When someone fills out the form on the gym's website, it kicks off the process. The first action is to send that lead's information to OpenAI. You'll write a simple prompt, something like, "You are a friendly front desk assistant for a gym. A new lead named Lead's name just signed up." Write a short, encouraging text message to welcome them and ask if they have any initial questions. The AI generates the perfect text. Zapier then sends that text to the new lead automatically. If you can set up a filter in your email, you can build this workflow. It's all just clicking and connecting boxes. Step 3. The price. How do you charge for this? Simple. A one-time setup fee, maybe $1,500. Then, a monthly retainer of $500 to manage and maintain the system. You get 5 clients like that gym, and you have a recurring revenue stream that can grow. This isn't about being a tech genius. It's about being a problem detective, finding the bottlenecks in a business, and using AI as your toolkit to fix them. Now, building systems for clients is powerful. But what if you could build one thing that serves thousands of clients at once? This brings us to the next level. Method 3. AI-powered digital products. Build once, sell forever. Instead of one-to-one services, you build something once that can be sold thousands of times. Look at the company Jasper. They started as a tiny team. They saw that marketers were struggling to write copy quickly, so they built an AI tool specifically for that. Within 18 months, they hit $75 million in annual recurring revenue. They didn't invent the core AI, They just packaged it brilliantly to solve a specific need. You don't need to build the next Jasper to succeed. You can start much, much smaller. Think about a niche you understand. Are you into fitness, real estate, a specific video game? Every niche has repetitive tasks that AI can help with. Let's say you're a great writer. You know how to craft killer prompts for ChatGPT to generate amazing blog posts. Most people don't. That skill right there is a product. Businesses are paying for this skill, which is often called prompt engineering, a fancy term for writing clear instructions for AI. So here's your plan. First, identify a micro problem. Not writing, that's too broad. How about writing engaging property descriptions for real estate agents? That's specific. Second, become the expert at prompting for that one task. Spend a weekend testing dozens of prompts until you have a formula that works every time. Third, package your solution. You could create a real estate prompt pack and sell it as a digital download on a site like Gumroad for $47. Or you can now build your own custom GPT without writing a single line of code, train it on your best examples, and sell access to it. This is the power of leverage. You do the work once and you can sell it an infinite number of times. And your first product doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to solve one small problem better than doing it manually. Start there. Now, this all sounds great. But here's the part I wish someone had told me earlier, because it separates the people who succeed from those who just spin their wheels. AI is not a magic get-rich-quick button, and anyone who tells you it is selling you something. There was a famous experiment called HustleGPT. A designer took $100 and asked GPT-4 to give him instructions on how to build an online business. The AI came up with a plan to create an affiliate marketing site for eco-friendly products. It even generated the logo and the website copy. The project went viral, but in the end, it struggled to actually generate significant revenue. The lesson here is incredibly important. AI is an unbelievable co-pilot. It can generate ideas, write code, and automate tasks at a level we've never seen before. But you still have to be the pilot. You need the human strategy, the creativity, the empathy to understand what your customer actually wants. The HustleGPT experiment showed that a business built solely on AI instructions lacks a soul. It lacks a clear vision. Success isn't about replacing your brain with AI, it's about augmenting it. It's about combining the machine's incredible power for execution with your unique human insight. The people who are truly winning use AI to do the work of 10 people, so they can focus on the strategic decisions that actually move the needle. So far, we've covered how to make your first dollars and how to build your first system. But the next two methods are about building something with real, long-term value. Method 4, the micro-SaaS builder. This is about solving one specific problem with one simple tool. You don't need to be a Silicon Valley coder to do this anymore. There's a now famous story from a user on Reddit. They had a marketing background with zero coding experience. They started hanging out in niche online communities, just listening for problems. When they found a specific pain point people complained about over and over, they used AI to write the code for a small software tool to solve it. They sold lifetime deals to validate the idea fast and started generating a few $1,000s in recurring revenue most months. Their strategy wasn't build an AI company, it was solve a tiny annoying problem for a specific group of people. The AI was just the tool that made it possible for a non-coder to build the solution. But here's the part most people won't tell you. As many as 90% of AI startups fail in their first year. The number one reason? A complete lack of market demand. They built a cool AI tool that nobody actually wanted to pay for. Success in this new era isn't about having the most advanced AI. It's about having the sharpest insight into a real customer's needs. The AI is your hammer, but you still have to be the architect. Find the nail first. This brings us to our fifth method, which is one of the most accessible ways to start building a long-term asset. Method 5, the AI content machine. This is about building an audience. An audience is one of the most valuable assets you can own online. Instead of chasing clients, you build a platform where clients and customers come to you. Historically, this took years of work, but with AI, you can accelerate the process dramatically. Pick a niche you're interested in. It could be anything from vintage watches to sustainable gardening. You can use AI to research topics, generate article outlines, draft social media posts, and even create scripts for short-form videos. Your job is to be the editor-in-chief. You guide the strategy, you add your unique voice, and you ensure the quality is high. But the AI does 80% of the heavy lifting. You can build a niche blog, a daily newsletter, or a theme-based social media account far faster than ever before. Once you have an audience's attention, you have a business. You can monetize through affiliate marketing, sponsorships, or by selling your own digital products, like the prompt packs we talked about earlier. You're not just making money, you're building an asset that grows in value over time. So we've covered 5 methods: freelancing for quick cash, automation for scalable systems, digital products for infinite leverage, micro-SaaS for solving a single problem, and content machines for building a long-term asset. But you might have noticed they all share one single critical secret. It's not about the tech, it's about the people. Researchers at Carnegie Mellon proved this in a fascinating experiment. They created a simulated startup staffed entirely by AI agents from OpenAI, Google, and Meta. These AI agents were the software engineers, the project managers, everything. The result? Total failure. The AI agents couldn't produce a viable product. They got stuck in endless loops, had internal conflicts, and completely missed the human elements of business: strategy, compromise, and a deep understanding of a customer's real needs. The successful Reddit user and the failed all-AI startup tell you everything you need to know. The winner focused on a human problem first. The failure focused on the technology. Remember at the start, I said the people winning with AI aren't tech geniuses? Now you see why. They're just really good problem solvers. The formula is simple. Find a small, annoying problem, use an AI tool as your leverage, and solve it for someone. That's the entire business model. So here is your first step. And it's not to open ChatGPT, it's to open a notebook or a blank document. Tonight, go to one online community you're a part of, a Reddit forum, a Facebook group, anything. And just write down 5 complaints you see over and over again. 5 small, annoying problems people wish would go away. That's it. Because every one of those complaints is a potential business. A year from now, you could have a side income of $1,000 to maybe $5,000 a month, or you could still be watching videos wondering when to start. The only difference between those 2 futures is taking this one small step. You have everything you need to begin. If this was helpful and you want more practical guides for building real income with AI, subscribe. There's no hype here, just actionable strategies. I'll see you in the next one.